Yeah.
Good stuff.
Obviously, there's probably like still fees for everything, but it's more successful because it's funded by school. So cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking about well, Diamond Bar is kind of a ways from here, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, is that another reason why?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, well, if there were more opportunities for me to compete in like in tournaments, then I probably wouldn't mind as much. But like,
well, you can go and attend tournaments that offer TLC bids under autonomy. It's just the reason why. Okay, so how many tournaments did you compete at this year?
how many? One.
You went to one?
I went to one.
Which one was that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, see, well, autonomy is not that active in terms of debate in at the high school level or speech, obviously. But there's a lot of tournaments out there. Like, I'm talking about a lot. I'm not talking about like random invitationals. I'm talking about tournaments that offer bids specifically for public and private schools. So it doesn't matter if you're coming in under autonomy, so to speak. I think personally, it'd be great to see you back and stuff for like this coming year. I think it's like because this coming year we might end up doing high school. It just depends. Like if Eric doesn't want to offer it, I think I will offer it, and it'll be very cheap because intentionally when it comes to the high school level, it's like I don't want to run a course where individual students are paying for like the entire season and then like don't have to pay for tournaments, because for high school it's different. If you're running private high school coaching, the tournaments you attend are not like league tournaments. There's no SC JFL high school branch. I don't think there could be anyways, because every weekend of the year is like packed with tournaments and stuff. Either way, I think it is possible to be under a private school and then still attend the tournaments that offer the TLC bids, and then once the TLC comes, then obviously you go. It's contingent upon whether or not you make it, right? It's the high school level.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also think that it's probably better when you go private than it is when you go to a public school. Specifically because a public school will kind of limit the tournaments that you attend. I'm telling you because I came from a public school, and a lot of times some of the students who had the funds to attend, like Berkeley, for example, were still like unable to because of all the paperwork and stuff. Like, they're gonna go compete under the school's name and who needs to go, etc., stuff like that, you know. And so it becomes kind of a hassle at the public school. In terms of public school, though, what you can do is, if there's a league that Diamond Bar belongs to, you can compete all year long under like a private autonomy per se, and then once your qualification tournaments come, you can compete under Diamond Bar, and then that way you can either attend CHASA if you want to, which is the state tournament, or NSDA Nationals. And because it's more school, like at that point, that's when public schools are kind of better in a sense, because public school will fund your trip, hopefully, right? In an ideal world, they'll fund your trip.
No, the way it works at my school is like because if it's a club formed by students, which is technically what the debate thing is, then it's not supported by the school. So like, you obviously still have to do all the paperwork and stuff, but like they won't give you any money for it.
I think it's just a matter of like one of the most important things that coming from the public school actually taught me was being able to actually go and advocate for funding. Like it goes, you stop at where you want to. If your school doesn't fund you, it's it's just a matter of talking to like officials and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember for a brief moment we had our ASB go to talk to the education board or like the government, like the local government board or something. We did this whole presentation, and then towards the end, we talked about how we had it was like, oh, speech is good, speech is this, speech is that. And then towards the end, we had the whole moment in which we talked about the qualifiers for the national tournament. Because that year we had two. And because we had two, the expenses were different, because our school never really qualified anybody to nationals. And so because it was a new thing, it was just like we had to plead for that kind of funding, It's like, it's kind of very difficult to argue against advocacy for funding when you're coming from like a public school, unless, because it's very difficult to tell a student no. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
I mean, it can be easy for somebody to be like, no, we can't do that. We don't have any money, but still, it's like.
But if it's something that would give the school district a good reputation, I feel like they'd probably do it.
Yeah.
How would you add a school to a league?
What happened?
Like if you had like a high school and like they didn't like have the states, so like how would you add?
So like, what high school are you going to?
Glendora.
Do they have a team or not?
No, it's just they have like this speech thing, but it's not like an official.
Okay.
Like it's not like impromptu that you just made it up.
Okay, so basically you can compete under it's the same thing. Or you hear what I was telling Courtney that? So basically what I was telling Courtney is if you go down that route, you have two options. You either start a program at your school, which is very difficult because you need to find somebody that like has nothing else to do with their life. Because I will tell you, like straight up, being a forensics coach, especially the head coach, is a very, very time-consuming task. Like most forensics coaches I know are like single old people. Like they're just people that like either don't have wives or anything, and just there. Like they spend a large majority of their time doing debate, right? I'm not generalizing them. Like I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that are, like that have other responsibilities, but it's a very, very time-consuming activity, and so it's very difficult to find like an advisor to actually be like, okay, I'll travel with you for me. I'll find venues, I'll do all the school stuff, I'll register and have time to do all that stuff. So the only other plan is to find a private academy private academy, or you can go as independent if you decide to do that, and then you can compete at tournaments, not league tournaments, unless your school, you manage to set up an arrangement with your school that says, okay, we will pay, because for every time the high school goes into a league, they have to pay what's called league dues. And the league dues are like yearly fees that they use for trophies. That money goes to trophies and scholarships. But like if your school says, okay, we'll join the league, that way once qualifying tournaments come in, you can compete, right? Basically compete. What that means is for high school, they don't just sign you up for state or NSD national. You have to like qualify for those things. You have to be top, it varies, top 5, top 3, right, in your event. And so whenever we talk about what's better for a student who's like Is that a llama?
It's a llama.
It's a sheep.
It's a llama.
It's a sheep.
It's a llama. It even says on the tag.
Jumbo Easter llama.
Well, it's a surprisingly sheep-like llama.
No.
Dude, this is so funny.
Okay.
Well, I didn't think it had legs. It didn't have legs, and I would.
Hey, Abraham, take the Congroids. I want them to read out loud. I want them to read out
That
loud
sounds like a sort of
the
pickle.
their badass rights article. You should read it out loud too. A lot of good information there for us to learn from. Okay. It's in the LD folder. Evelyn just was looking at it. Go open up the badass rights article. Read from that. Know its truths. Learn its truths. Understand its ways. Yeah, I'm on my bicycle. I rode my bike here today, so I'm gonna be going home after this class, and then I'm gonna be getting in the car. What? Going to the bank. I'm coming back there. All right.
Between 4 to 5.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Wait, so what is factionism?
Factionism is the ability of factions to exert control, serves their own interests at the expense of the group.
So in that like argument, we're basically saying direct democracy is bad.
Right.
I see.
The power of factions to do stuff, bad stuff, is limited by the fact that there's this